Hello everyone, welcome back after many days. So I was quite busy in my work and other things. And today we'll be discussing a few more details and few more topics in Power BI. So there are a few things which you have been getting in your day-to-day requirements in Power BI. Now what happens, okay, we got training, we learned ourselves from watching videos or from some courses, but what happens, when we start working in the real-time projects, we get stuck on a lot of things. Now what happens, in these cases, there is no one to help you out, and you have to do a lot of things by yourself. So training is one thing, and getting hands-on by yourself and doing projects in real-time environments, like when where you are answerable to the deliverables, maybe in 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, whatever timelines are there, and you have to deliver the projects. In such cases, you have to work, you have to get answers very quickly. So here today, what I'll be discussing is one of the topic, one of the a small requirement which we normally get all the time. So here in front of you, you have a simple Power BI report, and here I just have sales and profit by their states. Second bar chart is showing me sales by region, and there is a map chart which is just showing me profit gradients. Basically, it is just showing me the profit for all the states, and it is just colored by a profit number. Just randomly, I have created these things. So like this, you'll be having a lot of things. In previous sessions, I have discussed about a lot of things, parameters, queries, a lot of other things. If you have not watched Power BI videos, you can go back to my previous videos and you can check them out. There are other videos on other data visualization tools. Make sure if you have to learn something new, then do check out on Tableau, Spotify is there and all. So make sure that you are upskilling yourself all the time. Don't depend on one technology for a long time, because you never know when technology changes and you become redundant. So don't do these kind of mistakes in your life. If you want to grow, keep on learning something new, and don't stop yourself. Okay, so today we'll be discussing about a small thing, where it's a real-time requirement which I have done many times for my projects, my clients. It's very common requirement. Now if you see here, I have three filters, three slicers. I have order date, I have customer name, I have segment. Okay, this is fine. But the first thing my users will say, okay, you have this data for June, you have data for July, you have for August, and you have it for September. Suppose we do not have data for other regions or other years and all that, that's not an issue. So whatever data you have, here I'm considering that you have the latest data, means the current month data you have, or whatever data you have. It depends on your requirement. You can tweak it to as per your requirement, you can, as per it suits to your requirement. So now the first thing is okay, we have to show this thing in descending order. Users say that, okay, why should I see the oldest dates here? Why not show me the latest dates? What all latest dates you have? So just click on these. Here you have, where is that? So these, just click on these three dots, and sort axis, just say sort descending. So this is the small thing which you have to do. And if you just see the slicer here, all the dates will be sorted, okay, in descending order. So my latest date is 30th of September. That's fine. So this is how my data will be shown tomorrow. Like if I get 1st of October, 2nd October, and so on, it will keep on showing me the latest data on the top. So that was a small thing. Another thing, like what users will say, okay, this is fine. But in such cases where your requirements are daily kind of trends, daily kind of sales, daily kind of transactions. So your users want to see daily transactions all the time. Now what will happen, like if you see this case, in right now what is happening, you are seeing the data for all the available dates, what all are there. But your user says, okay, let's suppose today is 30th of 30th of September. So now what should happen? This whole dashboard or this report should show me the data only for 30th of September. So whenever I open the dashboard today, today is 30th September, then it should show me data for 30th. I can choose other dates if I want to, but it should show me the latest date. So today, okay, you might be thinking, or people think, okay, let me select 30th and it will show 30th. Okay, this will do for today. Tomorrow when I get data for 1st of October, it will still show me 30th of September. It will not show me 1st of October. I have to manually select that and all. So users who don't want to do these kind of things. If they want to see all data, they can see all data, but by default, we should see the latest data. So this is the requirement for today's session, that to make the dashboard show the data for the latest date by default. So we'll be having this thing. So for that, what we'll do, we have to do a calculation. That calculation will decide whether we want to see all data or current data. So for that, what we'll do, we'll see, I'll just narrate it first and then we'll do the calculation. So first try to understand the requirement. What my users want, they want to see the date dashboard to show the latest date, whatever is the latest here. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll see the max of my date column. Okay, so I'll see the max of my date column. Okay, if it is equal to okay, today, what is today is whatever is the date today. Okay, or whatever is the data. Okay, based on that, if my value matches, now what will happen, it will show me the current date. For other dates, it should show me a old data or other data. So like this, I will be doing a calculation. So it's very simple, very basic. You will be doing this thing most of the times, very common requirement. So what we'll do, we'll check, we'll compare the order date with the date time now. So this is what we are going to do. Date time now and our date column will be used here. That's all, nothing else. So what we'll do, we'll just go and say edit query, or you can do transform data, you can say transform. So we are going into Power Query editor. So what we'll do, we'll create calculation. So we'll do a calculation. Now what it does, how to add a calculation in add calculation. So here, so just go to your Power Query. Here you have add column and you have custom column. So just click on the custom column. So what we are doing, we are trying to create a new condition which will tell whether the data is latest data or not. And we'll do a kind of condition here. We'll identify a kind of thing. So this identifier will help us. So what we'll do, we'll say, okay, current day, okay, filter. Okay, so I'll say current day filter. So you can put anything, it's your choice, whatever you want. Okay, so this current day filter, what it will do, I want to see that what is my date. Okay, so what is my date? So now what happens, what I have to do, I have to just use the date function. So these are all, I hope you are aware of the DAX functions and all. So here, these are all the available columns, what all you have. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to use the date time. Here you have to use the date. Okay, date time, date. Okay, and what is the date column here for you? It is order date. Okay, now this order date, what it will do, it will check whether my date time now is equal to my order date. If it is there, then it will give me a flag current date, else other date. So this is how like we'll be doing the calculation. So this calculation is going to help us to achieve our requirement. So what I'll do, I'll just say datetime dot date order date. Okay, then equals to, okay, this is how we are taking it step by step. Make sure you're following it. Now what I want whatever date I have, that data should be shown, or whatever date I want. See, we are on, let's say, 30th of September. We may not have data for today. We normally get a current day -1 kind of data, current day -2, current day -3, current day -7, current day -10, or current day -15. It depends on your requirement, that how often your data get refreshed. So based on that, what you will do, you will write this condition. I'm assuming that your data get refreshed current day -1. So based on that, I'm taking this condition. So now what you have to do, you have to just go back in time for one day. Okay, so what you will do, so you have another function, so that is called add days. Add days. So here your add days can take you back or in time. Okay, based on that your calculation will work. Same thing, date time dot date. Okay, so date time dot date function, then your local time. Okay, so what is your local time? Date time. Date time function is very useful, so make sure you are aware of this, otherwise like it will be having issues, because if you do not understand. So local now, so date time dot local now, you have to use it, your function, and here we are. So this is working perfectly. Now what I have to do, I have to subtract -1 in this, because I'm taking 1 day back. Okay, I'm taking 1 day back. So here what I am doing, so what we are doing, we are writing this as, so then if it is 1 day back, then give me whatever you want to do. Current day, whatever you want to do, else all data. Okay, so this is how a condition will work. Okay, so why we are getting error? Okay, is, oh sorry, I missed to use the if condition. If, okay, here you see that if date time dot date order date, okay, we are checking whether the date of order is part of current day -1. Okay, current day -1, then current day else all data. So this is how our condition is working. So say okay, so no syntax errors has been detected, just say okay, and this new calculation will be created. So at this, okay, we'll check the calculation. So here it is saying that date at date. So okay, so here you have 2 date. That's the reason it is giving you error. Okay, this works. Say okay. Oh, it is coming two times. That's the reason. Because once you type it and then it gives you this suggestion, so it is adding it twice. Say okay. Okay, here you are. So here you got a filter, current date filter, okay, so which gives you all data and you have current day. I guess that is how, say okay, and say close and apply. Calculation is created. Say okay, and just add a slicer. Okay, so just add a slicer. So I'll add it here. Okay, I'll add it here, and where is that column? Current date filter. So just drag it here. Okay, current day filter. We'll use it as a drop down. Drop down looks good. Okay, and here we'll select all the data. So here it is, all data is selected. And now if you see here, we'll have all data and current day. Now, if you want to see, you want to use the current day filter on your dashboard, on your report by default all the time, just select this current day. Okay, now this dashboard will always show you data for the current day or whatever data you have, latest day, the way, whatever way you want to use it. So latest day or current data, whatever you want to put it here. So now whenever your users will open the dashboard, they will see the latest data, whether it is 30th of September, whether it's 1st of October, whether it's 1st of December, 1st of January. They will always see the latest data. So here you see current day is like 23rd of September. Based on that, it is showing here. Now, if you want to see all data, so your users will click on all data and here you will see everything. So this is just based on the requirement of the users, that whatever they want to see, by default, they will have that particular option. So current day will help you to see latest data all the time. If your users want to see all data, they can select this one on and they will be having all the options. So this is how current day and all data works. So this is one of the functionality for current date option. I'll have another video where you can do the same thing for current month, current year. It depends on whatever usage you want to do. So I hope you might have liked this video. You might have learned something new. So this is one thing which you should always do. Keep on learning something new. Keep practicing, because real time working in the real time projects is a next level thing which you do other than trainings are important to understand, to learn new things, and hands on is very very important. So that's all from my side for today's session. I hope you might have liked it. Thank you very much. If you have liked it, do share it with your friends, your peers, your colleagues, so that they can also learn something new. Thank you very much. We'll meet soon.